Some paintings are admired for their beauty, but others are feared for their power. In 1884, one canvas shook the Spanish Empire, inspired revolutionaries, and was nearly silenced because of the truth it carried. This is the story of Juan Luna's Spoliarium, the painting they tried to erase from history.
To understand the Spoliarium, we must first understand its creator. Juan Luna, born in 1857 in Ilocos Norte, was not just a painter, he was a patriot disguised as an artist. At a time when the Philippines was under Spanish colonial rule, Luna pursued art in Europe, training at prestigious academies where he absorbed classical techniques, but carried within him the pain of his people's suffering. In 1884, Luna presented his masterpiece at the Exposición Nacional de Bellas Artes in Madrid. The canvas was enormous, 4 meters tall, 7 meters wide, so vast it dwarfed those who stood before it. At first glance, it depicted falling gladiators dragged into the depths of the Roman Colosseum, stripped of honor, discarded like refuse after entertaining the crowds. But beneath the Roman setting lay a hidden message. For the Spanish elite, it was history. For Filipinos, it was a mirror. The bloody gladiators symbolized the Filipino people, enslaved, humiliated, and discarded by colonial powers. The faceless crowds represented a society complicit in cruelty. Even the darkness swallowing the scene was a metaphor for centuries of oppression.
The painting stunned Europe. Critics praised its raw motion, its grandeur, its mastery of realism. Luna was awarded the first gold medal, a rare honor for a Filipino. Newspapers across Madrid hailed his genius. But in the colonies, it was more than an artistic victory. It was political dynamite.
Among those who saw its deeper meaning was José Rizal, who compared the Spoliarium to the Philippines itself. He wrote, "In Luna's Spoliarium, we see that essence of our social, moral, and political life, humanity in severe ordeal, humanity unredeemed, humanity passing its Calvary." To Rizal and the Filipino reformists, the painting was not merely art, it was prophecy. It inspired the propaganda movement, fueling calls for reform and later revolution.
But art that awakens minds is dangerous. Spanish authorities praised Luna abroad, but in the Philippines, they kept this painting away from the people. The Spoliarium remained in Spain for decades, its revolutionary symbolism whispered in secret by Filipinos overseas. At home, most never saw it, only hearing stories of its haunting imagery.
For years, the Spoliarium drifted between owners and museums in Europe. It survived wars, neglect, and obscurity, almost lost to history. But in 1958, more than 70 years after its unveiling, the Philippine government finally secured its return. Today, it dominates a grand hall in the National Museum of Fine Arts in Manila, where millions come to witness its power.
The Spoliarium is not just a painting. It is a wound captured in oil, a silent scream that survived the attempt to be forgotten. For Filipinos, it became a symbol of resistance, courage, and the unbreakable will to fight for freedom. They tried to erase it. They tried to silence its message. But as long as it hangs, it continues to speak across centuries.
Juan Luna's Spoliarium reminds us that art is never just art. It can be protest, it can be defiance, it can be history written in paint. And sometimes it is the one thing that survives when all else is erased. So the next time you stand before a painting, ask yourself, what story was someone afraid for you to see?